Have you ever felt like life is just too much? Like, whatever you do, no matter what, the satisfaction always slips through your fingers. Well, you're not alone. Arthur Schopenhauer was one of the greatest and most, perhaps, the darkest philosopher of all time. This was just a human condition. Schopenhauer believed that life is filled with suffering, but he also gave us tools. And in this video, I'm going to give you the tools so you're not feeling alone. So life is suffering, and that's okay. Schopenhauer's most famous idea, life is suffering. He was not being negative for the sake of it, he was being honest. Think about it. Life is suffering. You wake up every single day, you go to work, or you do whatever you do, and then at the end of the day, we're all gonna die, right? It's like you're happy for one moment and then you're not happy because maybe a family member dies. So life is suffering because we all deal with suffering. In life, we're all going to suffer, right? Pain, disappointment, frustration, unfulfilled desire is part of existence. But here's the catch. When you accept this reality, life stops hitting you like a surprise punch. It doesn't keep hitting you. Stop expecting life to be fair or painless. Acknowledge the discomfort, and your mind will waste less energy resisting it. You can't stop the waves, but you can learn to surf it. Life is going to be suffering no matter what. It's going to be hard for everyone. But if you just lay over and take a punch and then just call it a day, you will never succeed. You will instead stay back. You will never get ahead of life. Because even for the billionaires, the rich people, even for everyone, life is suffering in some other way. Maybe it's not financial. Maybe it's family. But for you, maybe it's financial. We're all suffering. We're all struggling. Get over it. Desire is the root of frustration. Schopenhauer agreed that our desires are endless. You want something, you get it, and immediately a new desire appears. Happiness is fleeting. It's true. Think about it. Whenever you lose weight and you get to the best shape that you've ever been to, right? You see someone on TikTok or on YouTube or on the internet, and then you're like, you know what? I want to get like that. But in order to get like that, you have to take PEDs or steroids or some supplement that's going to get you there. And guess what? It's not always going to get you there because we all have different genetics and different body structures. Our bone structures are different. A tall person has more bones than a short person. So when you see something on the internet, you think to yourself, I want that. And I am not saying there's anything bad with comparing yourself to other people. I think that's great because what it does to you is it lets you never settle. You always want to improve. I don't care what you improve in. You always want to improve on something, whether that's diet, health, which I guess that goes hand in hand, financial freedom. It's like when you eat a cheeseburger, a double cheeseburger, and then you see a Big Mac and you're like, dang, I kind of want a Big Mac. Your endless desire is endless. It just keeps going. Think about it. Every win eventually fades into a craving for the new thing. That's why chasing desire alone never brings lasting fulfillment. In other words, observe your desires without judgment and ask yourself, does this really matter? Am I chasing it for myself or for an idea of what life should be? The more conscious you become of your desires, the less they can control you. And that's kind of true. It's like what, as I said, with diet, food hunger. You have to curb your appetite. So whether that's drink a energy drink or drink a diet drink that gets you to stop wanting to eat, or take a supplement that makes your hunger go down, you have to avoid the temptations of junk food or a donut or even a healthy food if you're on a diet. It goes hand in hand. Just like when you go to a grocery store and you're like, hey, I want the new PS5 that just came out, which I don't think there is a PS5 that just came out, but that's hypothetical, right? You want the new system that just came out or the new phone that just came out. For example, me. I have the new iPhone 17 Pro Max, right? I wanted it, so I got it. Now, to be fair, I kind of needed it because my phone was breaking. I had an iPhone 13 Pro Max and it was breaking on me. So I had to. But then again, that could just be me coping and telling myself I had to. In reality, I didn't have to. My phone wasn't broke. I could have still used it. It just would have been a struggle. Just like life. It's always going to be a struggle. Get over it. Schopenhauer believed that suffering connects us all. Recognizing that others suffer just like you cultivates compassion. This isn't sentimental. It's practical. By caring about others, you build meaningful connections, reduce loneliness, and find purpose. It's a path out of the endless cycle of selfish desire. When you help someone else, even in a small way, you shift your focus away from endless internal cravings to a real human connection. This is true and it's not true. Let me explain. So when you help someone in need or you help someone, you feel good about yourself because maybe you feel good about yourself because you thought you were going to get something out of it, or you think that you helping this other person is somehow going to bring goodness back into your life. Something great's going to happen to you. Maybe you believe in karma, but good karma. Like something's good's going to happen for you. But it's not always true. Just because you help someone doesn't mean something good is going to come from it. You might get happy, you might smile. It depends on the person. Some people can help someone and then just say, that was a waste of time. Not saying you should be like that, but I'm just saying that's not always true. But it can be for most people. There are just some people that want something out of it. Hint, hint. Machiavelli. All right, let's get back to it. Avoid ideal comparison. One reason we suffer unnecessary comparison. You see someone else with more success, beauty, or recognition, and immediately you feel inadequate. It's like when you see looks maxers, right? Or someone who looks better than you, and you're like, dang, I want to look good as them. So you start taking the supplements they are saying to take or referring to, or you start to go down this rabbit hole of trying to look just like them. Maybe you get surgeries and stuff. And of course, it's not terrible because I think looks matter. And I know most people might disagree with me and say, oh, looks don't matter. You need to care about your health. You do need to care about your health. But at the end of the day, right? It all depends about the end goal. What is your end goal? Is your end goal to be a model and be the thinnest person in the world? Well, guess what? You're going to have to starve yourself. Guess what? You're going to have to take the pills that kill your appetite to make you, I don't know, the next Batman. Remember when Batman got really tiny? I'll pull up a picture, actually. But you get the point. Schopenhauer advice, comparison is futile. Everyone suffers in their own ways. Your life is yours, not theirs. Sorry, backwards. Measure progress against your own path, not someone else's highlights reels. Recognize that your struggles are meaningful even if no one else sees them. It's like when people say this all the time. When you struggle, you think it's the worst thing in the world. But then when you get out of this path that you are struggling, you look back and you think to yourself, man, I didn't have it so bad as I thought I did. I kind of miss those days. The days that I was eating ramen noodles or ramen noodles, I guess it would be. Or, eating chicken and rice and going to the gym, You look back at those days. Schopenhauer believed that art, philosophy, and deep thinking allows us to rise above base suffering, if only temporarily. When you engage deeply with ideas, music, beauty, you experience a pause for constant grind of desire and frustration. Think about it. When you pick up a philosophy book, or you pick up a philosophy book or a book that makes you think, your mind is off the suffering. You are thinking about this problem. It's like when you do the LSAT, right? When you study for the LSAT, you're thinking about the problem so you can get into law school, so you can get a high enough GPA or grade to get into law school, right? You're not thinking about the suffering. So, I say it all the time, pick up a book and read it. It will take your mind off of suffering. Make sure it's a hard one because, come on, who wants to read an easy book? Dedicate time to reflection, reading, or creating. It's a way to step outside the endless chase and see life more clearly. Solitude can be your friend. I know people are going to disagree with me, but hear me out. He valued solitude, not his loneliness, but his freedom. Alone, we escape the petty pressures of society, the the constant comparison, the judgments of others. The solitude, you confront yourself honestly. Think about it. When you are alone, when you are in solitude, you are with your own thoughts and your own opinions. You have no one else to judge you. You have no one else to convince you to do otherwise. Do something else, right? So why not do solitude? What is wrong with solitude when you think about it? Yes, solitude can be bad if you're loneliness and it's starting to make you crazy or insane, or if you're starting to hate people. Okay, yeah, there might be a little back and forth there, right? But solitude's actually good. It's when most people find themselves. You know, when monks say, hey, I'm going to go to the mountains, and then they end up becoming a monk. I'm sure you've heard of, who is it? Healthy Gamer, GG, I think. Might have been him. Not sure, but don't quote me on it, but you know what I mean. Don't fear being alone. Use the time to think, reflect, and understand your mind. True self-awareness comes when external noise fades. Finally, but not least, Schopenhauer taught acceptance. There are things beyond our control, things we cannot control and things we can control. Resistance only adds frustration. Acceptance is not giving up. It's understanding reality clearly and acting intelligently within it. Focus your energy where it matters. Release what you cannot control. This is how to act wisely in an imperfect world. Now listen, Schopenhauer might seem pessimistic at first, but it's deeply practical. By accepting suffering, observing desire, cultivating compassion, embracing solitude, you start to navigate life with clarity and resistance. Life will always be messy, but understanding its patterns, seeing them clearly, gives you power to act intentionally rather than react blindly. The reality is, life is hard. It's always going to be hard. There's no stopping it. The only way to stop it is to, you know what I'm going to say, but I'm not going to say it because YouTube, right? That's the only way. Or you could do temporary happiness. Maybe you drink an energy drink. Maybe you drink something that makes you happy. Maybe you eat something that makes you happy. You just want to do moderation. You just do. You know, many people say when you get a lot of money, if you were the richest man in the world, you'd be the happiest man in the world. And to some extent, it is true, but it's not at the same time. Because there's a thing called you will be happy for like a week straight. And then after that week, you have everything. It starts to die down because you don't have family. You don't have friends. You don't have anyone. Or even a pet. Because a pet can make you happy. Believe it or not. There's studies about it. But I hope you enjoyed this video. Be sure to like and subscribe. If you want to see more videos like this, let me know in the comments. I apologize. I've been working at a lot. So as you can see, it's been taking a hit on my YouTube channel. I apologize. But if you still want videos like this, let me know in the comments. And if I messed up on any words, I apologize. I actually still have melatonin in from the other day, so you get the point. Anyways, you have a great day. And be sure to like and subscribe.